Grace and peace. Um, so this was on my mind. I was just in the bathroom, um, and I was just talking to the Lord, and I just feel like I needed to, I guess, document it or whatever. Sometimes I used to like kind of disagree with people who would always, um, to me, put their lives um, on display a little bit, or always had to put like um, what am I trying to say? Kind of always put like it out on social media or whatever. But it just I feel as though I should. The conversation I had with the Lord. So I was in the bathroom, and y'all know that I just moved to Texas and everything like that, and it has been a journey so far, like a real journey. And while I was in the bathroom talking to God, and if y'all have not watched any of my videos, y'all know that that is my favorite place to. That is just like the place that God and I talk a lot. So, um, so I was just telling him like, I'm a little nervous. It feels scary sometimes. Some days I am super super scared because the unknowing is so, for me, a person that is structured and needs to know things. Each step, I need to know them. But what I've learned about myself is that the reason that I need to know each and every step is because every step was not given to me when I was a child. It was a lot of ups and downs of not knowing, knowing, and not knowing, and there was no security in that, right? So it's just like I'm always asking God to give me the step by step. And in this season, He has not given me the step by step. And that frightens me. But I'm still here, right? So if I can encourage or say anything, is that I'm going afraid. And I was just crying. And it feels like I want to cry right now too. But I know God is going to be with me, and what I was saying to him in the bathroom was just like, there's so many things in my mind that that are just, kind of running through, like my brother and sister are amazing. They are amazing, and I thank God that they have given me this opportunity to even be in their house. But sometimes you just gotta tell the truth, and I've told them that I'm a little homesick, and I feel like I'm tiptoeing around, and I know that they're making me feel welcome. They are making me feel welcome, but there is something in me that has not relaxed yet. And while I was in the bathroom, I was just thinking, like, I just want to be back in my old bathroom, and sitting on this might be a little TMI, y'all, so I'm sorry. Sitting on my toilet, and God has just been allowing me to be very honest with how I'm feeling so that we can properly place these emotions in the right place and get rid of what the enemy wants me to focus on and focus on what God wants me to focus on. Just to not be afraid to speak how it is that I'm feeling. And this new thing, like, another thing that I was telling the Lord too was just like, God, I'm doing my best to like get used to the fact that this is my home. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the enemy so wants me to go home so bad, like, but I'm not going. And then I got a letter, which was not my letter. I read my mother's letter, and I know I'm not supposed to, do that on JPay or whatever, but I did it. And I had been conversing back and forth with my father, and so I had kind of gave him an update of how I got down here, like a little snippet of what happened, kind of like what I told you guys on Facebook. Like, how some of my stuff fell off the car and stuff like that. And so I was kind of trying to leave it very suspenseful and like, oh, I'll tell you later, so that I would have something to say in our next letter, right? In my next letter to him. And so I got an email or a notification in my Gmail account, because that's what it's linked to. And it said like, oh, you had mail. So I was excited, like, okay, my dad responded to me, but he didn't respond to me. He responded to my mom. He was talking to my mom. And I read that letter. So in the letter, it stated, because he was talking to my mom, and he said, he does not feel comfortable with me, but let me rewind a little bit. Before I told my dad, like, how I got down here, the letter before that, he was basically saying like, oh, congratulations. He's excited for me to take this new journey and stuff like that and be safe and all of that. And so then I responded back to him, like the little details of how it took me almost 3.5 hours to get everything strapped to the top of the car. Needless to say, that did not work. And then my sister and Deani, which bless my soul, they rearranged the whole entire car, figured out how to lower my seats to the point where everything was completely flat. Somehow I didn't figure that out. I couldn't figure that out because I was so frustrated by being cold for so long. It's like, now I'm telling you the story of like, okay, I'll get back to it. Let me finish that. So I read my mom's letter, and sorry for being all over the place, you guys. I truly apologize. So he tells my mom, he said, well, like, how are you doing? And then he said, let's get down to business. He said, well, I don't know about those people that Tony is going to live with, and can you tell her that she shouldn't go? Don't go, blah, blah, blah. And so I felt a type of way about it after I read the letter. I was just like, I wanted to respond and say back, like, the Lord told me to come down here. The Lord made a way for me to come down here. So it's just like, that has already been decided. And so when I called my mom, she told me, she said, Tony, stop trying to explain it. Like, you're grown. And your dad has missed out because he's incarcerated. He's been incarcerated for almost 23 years. And it's just like, for some reason I thought it was 27. Like, I was over exaggerating, but I literally just counted it the other day. So it's like 23 years, which is still a lot of time. Right? So she said, yeah, he's missed a lot. And so, like, you're completely grown. Like, you're a grown up. And you don't have to explain anything to him. Like, you don't have to give an explanation as to why you went where you are. And she said, well, she said, what is he going to do? Like, there's nothing he can do. If he was out here, what would he do? Like, you can't make your own decisions. You're 41 years old. You should be able to make your own decisions. And so I guess I was just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, saying, like, okay, well, maybe he's just concerned. And, you know, like, somehow he just wants to be a father. And he just wants to let me know that. She said, nah. And then I was also thinking, like, maybe he just wanted to be, like, a little controlling, like, know where I'm at and know, you know, try to dictate what I could do or whatever. And that's the reason why she said, you're 41 years old. You should be able, you can make your own decisions. And she said he missed out. Because none of his children are children anymore. She said, y'all all are real grown. And she said, if you want to respond, then respond and just flat out tell him and don't try to explain it. Just say, hey, I made the decision to come down here and that is it. And what is he's going to just have to deal with that, right? So I've been thinking about that. And that's something I was kind of talking to the Lord about in the bathroom. I'm kind of extensively telling you guys that right now, but it was just sort of kind of like, you know, I don't know if I wanted to respond to my dad or not. I can't believe that he said what he said after he had given me the thumbs up. But then also, like, it just feels like a lot of things are just trying to come at me. You know, trying to come at me. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to navigate this. I'm literally out in uncharted water. And I don't know what to do. But what I am going to do is that I'm just going to continue to stay in God's face and completely trust Him with me. I was telling the Lord, like, you know, I just want to be able to get to the point where I just walk off the cliff. If you tell me to walk off the cliff, I'm just going to walk off the cliff. Knowing that you're going to catch me, knowing that you won't drop me, knowing that you won't let anything happen to me. And then I was also thinking, like, you know, I know a couple of people who have done this kind of move and stuff like that, but they went with a partner, you know. And because God is so good, and I know that He is with me, but that's not what I'm trying to get at. And God knows that. So I want you guys to get it and understand it. Is that sometimes I just be thinking that I just wanted to go with somebody. My husband, for real, per se. To just go with him and to be able to have that person there when I feel scared. I can hold somebody's hand for real. And I don't want nobody to misinterpret what I'm saying. Is that I know that the Lord is there. But I want you to understand that sometimes you want a physical person. And not saying God can't get physical and surround you and go and encapsulate you into His arms and you can feel that. But to have that physical person there is what I'm speaking of. I know that somebody can feel me and understand what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And I said, I'm going by myself. But I'm not by myself. I know that. And I need you to understand that. Because God understands it. And so I just felt the need to to just make this video and to, I guess, get it off my chest, out of my mind and out of my heart. And that's it. Well, like, share, comment, subscribe. Sorry I was in the bed. I know it's really late at night. It's probably almost midnight, but that's what was on my mind, you guys. And I hope you have a great night tonight. I love you guys to life. All right. Good night.